Okay, for today, it's parallel and perpendicular, day 2. And the main thing we do now is we tell you specifically what point to use. Like on number 1, I know by now that you know what the slope is. Say it if you know it. What's the slope on the first one? 1 over 2. Good. And what is the y-intercept in this original equation? What's the y-intercept? 5. But they give you a new point of 0, 6. And 0, I made my comma really weird there. I'm going to try again. 0, 6. Okay. So my new y-intercept is what? 6. Not rocket science. That's my new y-intercept. So what am I supposed to do? On the front side, they want parallel. So how do I make it? Yeah, it is easy. It's parallel. It's 1/2 x. And then what do? Plus 6. Now I've just made a line that's parallel to this, and they told me what point it would have for its y-intercept. All right. That's number 1. Let's go to number 2. Just make sure you really understood that. On number 2, it says y equals negative 4x plus 2. And then it gives me the point of 0, negative 3. Who thinks they have it? AL, what do you think? Don't do the perpendicular thing. This is still parallel. Yep. You can do plus, or you can do plus minus 3. I think that's what you said, isn't it? Yeah, I think you maybe said plus minus 3, but it means the same thing as minus 3. So that's a little cleaner. There you go. All right. Now flip it to the back side. Some of you haven't flipped yet. Flip to the back side. To get to the directions on the back side are different. Flip it. On the back side, the first one on the back side says y, it's number 11, y equals 1/2 x plus 5. And it gives me a point of 0, 6. If I did it the exact same way as last time, not yet, sorry. If I did it the exact same way as last time, I would do y equals 1/2 x plus 6. But that would be a line that's parallel to. What are we supposed to do on this worksheet? Perpendicular, and therefore I shouldn't use a half. What should I use? Negative 2 over 1, which would be the same as negative 2 if you wanted to do it that way. There you go. That's how you do it, like number 11. Sure. Would you read me number 14, please?
Yeah.
All right. Now, the only thing that's different about this is right here. What number is there, even though you can't see it? A 1. And yes, it's a negative 1. You're actually right. So, but there's a 1 missing. And now if I put a 1 over 1, it might even help you. All you got to do now is if I put 1 over 1 there, do you get I can just flip it over? So it'll be, what do you think?
1 over 1.
And why'd you make it positive?
Because
you have to change it. It's part of that perpendicular thing. Very good. And then I'm going to do something wrong on purpose. Why can't I do that? It has to be minus 10 as it's y what? It's called y-intercept. All right, cool. So there's some help for you. I'm aware that once you catch on to this, this is pretty easy. And it's so easy I'm not cutting anything out because like some of you guys are going to be done with this before I even stop the video. All right, I'll come around and check on you. That's all it is for today. It's called day 2 of parallel and perpendicular. And of course, it should be on the easier side because we already did parallel and perpendicular yesterday.